Yeah, it'll be good to get a 82 game schedule, and it'll be my. I've played 2 years, but they've both been messed up with COVID, so it'll be good to have a normal year, and it'll be great to have the fans back in the building.
I know you don't necessarily like to talk about what your expectations on yourself are, but what did what did you really focus on this summer? Because we saw your game really improve from year one to year two, and I know you're the type of guy who consistently wants to do that. So, like, what did you sort of do to get to this point now?
Yeah, I trained hard. I think my game's gonna pop one more time, and I should have a great year. So I'm expecting to have a good year.
When Fitzy brings in a player like Thomas Tatar and plays on a wing, what are your first impressions of a player like that? Whether you play with him or not, just the added offense that someone like him can bring.
Yeah, it's very important. Fitzy made a lot of moves this summer that show that he's willing to win, and he spent the money, and now we got to produce on the ice. So for us to get Tuna and for him to want to come to play here, it shows that he believes in our group. So I think it's exciting to have a guy like that on our team.
Is that sort of the same mentality when you look at someone like Dougie, who's an elite caliber defenseman, and not only signs but signs for the long term?
Yeah, for sure. For us to get Dougie, he signed a 7-year deal. It's maybe you have one more contract left after that. So he's giving us the prime of his career. So it shows that he believes in this group and he thinks he can win here. So it's getting him was a huge get, and that gives us a big time defenseman. He's top 5 in the league for sure. So for us to have him, I think that could take us to another step.
I know we're only day one and not even on the ice, but is it weird not having Travis around a little bit? And like, what sort of pull does that kind of
Yes and no. I mean, it's weird because I know he's a staple in New Jersey Devils hockey. Plus, he was here. He was sitting 2 stalls down from me, so I talked to him a lot. But we ended the year without him, so I think it is what it is. We're happy for him. He had a great career, but it shows that it's now Nico's team, and it's up to this young core, and we're moving forward with this young group.
when you say you feel your game is going to pop again to another level, how do you sort of describe that? What does that mean to you in terms of translating on the ice?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think everyone expects me to have a big year, a big breakout year. So, I'm confident in myself. I think I'm gonna have a great year. So we'll see how it goes.
Have you thought at all about, you played for USA for World Juniors and World Championships. Have you thought about Olympics at all?
Yeah, I have, but it'd obviously be great to play in this Olympics, but I gotta have a huge first half to even give myself a chance. And at the end of the day, I'm 20, so if it doesn't happen this year, it'll happen when I'm 24, 28, or 32. So it'll happen at some point.
Jack, what are some of the areas you feel are critical, maybe to get to work on in training camp leading into the start of the regular season so the team gets off to a good start, maybe has a productive season that could generate some success down the road?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's no secret. Everyone in the everyone in the league wants to get to a hot start, So for us, we got a few new faces. Be great if Bernier and Blackie could be really dialed in and ready to go for the start of the year. And then I think a huge thing that we were lacking on big time last year was special teams. I don't think we had much time to practice it. So this year we have 7 exhibition games to get our PP and our PK going. So we can win some games early in the year just based off of special teams and goaltending.
I haven't really spoken to you since the draft, but obviously the excitement for you to have Luke come into the organization here now with Michigan. What do you anticipate him, how do you feel he'll do in Michigan, the benefit of going to Michigan, and do you have an idea of maybe when he might be ready to turn pro?
Yeah, I mean, Luke went 4th overall, so we're expecting him to have a a big season, not just as his brother, but he's one of our top prospects with the Devils. So we need him to take another step, and I think he's following Quinn's plan. We'll see how the year goes, but if he has a great year, there's no reason he shouldn't leave school and come play here. But I think whenever he's ready, whether that's year 1 or year 2, Devil fans are going to be really excited for him.
Did you put on any weight or muscle off season? So you're skiing a lot and water skiing and making some decent moves out there.
Yeah, I was on the grind. I was working. I was putting my work in the rink, but I was putting my work in on the lake too. So it was a great summer. Feel really rejuvenated, and I feel like I'm in a really good headspace right now heading into the year. So I'm excited to play some hockey and get after it.
Was it hard last year with COVID protocols and the limited travel and staying in places for a week at a time?
I mean, I don't make the rules. It is what it is. They tell me to go play somewhere, I'll go play there. So I think it'll be nice to play all 32 or 31 teams this year, the rest of the league, and we haven't seen a lot of the teams in over a year, 2 years now. So it'll be fun to get around the league and play teams. But last year, we were fortunate that we even got to play. So for us to get a 56-game schedule in, that was pretty good. So we're excited to be back at 82.
How was your game? How were you able to? I guess what was the advantages of having Ruff as a coach, Jack? What was he able to do for your game his first season last season?
Yeah, I think Lindy. I think we have a really good relationship. He let me play my game, and he was he pushed me. He really empowered me, and he pushed me and wanted me to be one of the best players on the ice every night. So he was great for me, and I think our relationship will take another step this year. But I really enjoyed playing for him, and I think it'll be fun to play with him this year again.
Have you spoken to Tatar, and what are your expectations for him with the team this year, and what do you think he'll bring?
I've talked to him. I think he's a great player. I think he scored 25 goals in the league a few times, so he's a high-skilled player. He's going to bring us a lot more skill and some smarts. So, and at the same time, you look around our team, bunch of young guys. I think he's been to 2 Stanley Cup finals. He's 30. What is he, 32? 30. So, he's got some veteran leadership for us, and he's been in some deep playoff runs. So, be good to have that experience in the locker room.
Quinn, I was just wondering if you've spoken to him and how he's doing with everything going on.
Yeah, he's good. He was surfing last night, so life. Yeah, he's good. He's doing well, so he's the deal will get done soon.
Have you thought much about who you might play with this year? Now that you've added Tatar and you had the guys you played with last year, right?
Yeah, I've thought about it. I don't have much control over that, but I know that me, Kooks, and Shara had a good thing going, and then I think they brought Tuna in to potentially play with me as well. So I got some good options, and whoever it is, we'll have a good start.
The goals that you made last year were big, but you also assisted on some very big goals. It seems like people are not recognizing you for your double threat. Do you feel like maybe that's something that's still developing in itself?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not a top scorer in the league just yet, so I think this year will be a good year for me to get on the board and help the team win.